Alrighty, welcome to another episode of Garage Tools and Bar Stools. This is episode 9. Welcome aboard. Me swap some things around here till I get somebody else in here. All right. So, another episode of NOVAtazz's Garage Tools and Bar Stools Podcast. Got a few updates, things going on. As you can see behind me, we have the spray booth up and going. I've got the one video up on the truck. I don't know if that was, I think it was right before the last week's podcast. I have been working on the truck. Got basically most of the parts cleaned up and in primer. Working on getting it into paint, and so I can get another part of the video out. Yep, first one here. Not quite sure where everybody's at just yet. Let me pop this chat out so it's over here where I can see it. So for now, it's just me. When other people pop in, we will add them to the stream. Currently don't have another co-host, so not sure what Kat's doing. I'm assuming she's busy. But yeah, playing around with the new airbrush, which I got in on Wednesday. There it is. It is the Gallery Ace, if you could read that, if it'll focus. I think I have autofocus off. Let me turn that back on. Focus auto. Okay, apply. Alright, just told her you're on, not tonight. Yeah, I'm assuming she's, I don't know what she's doing. Is it going to focus? No? Gotta love self-focusing cameras when they never work when you want them to. Also, the light's probably not helping. There we go. Freaking, I don't have any other airbrushes to compare it to. The last brush I had was a Porsche, forget what you call it. But that was a siphon feed. That's a completely different animal. But got my drink. Got anybody who decides to pop in tonight. And Brad will be popping in the chat. Just got a message from him. He's up in upstate Pennsylvania. There's Brad right there. And it's IE. Well, actually, no, I guess my version of howdy is IE. HOWDIE. Oh. Got my hair done thanks to my girlfriend. Back to the mohawk. Off now. I was going to diagnose a Ford issue, shutting off, but the customer cleared the codes. Yeah, that does not help. Well, now you got to freaking run it till the codes come back. But VCMD, that's Shane, right? If I remember correctly. And then you had an interest in this thing. I mean, it's nothing much at the moment, but most of the suspension and engine parts are in primer. I was going to paint them today. I was going to paint them at least black today in preparation for anything that needed to be black. I thought so. I'm horrible with names. Especially when everybody has, when I know people have avatar names along with their regular names. Having something to associate with helps though. And friend got grandma's Ford back from the body shop and poof, 10 codes. Yeah. That could have just been from it sitting in body shops are not the greatest for car engines and computers and shit like that. Too much freaking dust and crap in the air. Plus people taking things apart, putting them back together. Batteries dying. So many reasons why things have issues coming back from a body shop. Basically running a body shop in here, right here. No, why would they? Well, actually, the thing is the body shop really isn't. If your body shop is good at doing automotive repairs and diagnosing engine issues, then they're in the wrong line of work. I mean, to be honest, their job is just to make the car pretty. It's somebody else's job to make sure it runs. Well, is that like a Taco Bell, KFC then? One-stop shop. Does both, but neither very well. Then again, I shouldn't say much. I have ADHD. I dabble in everything. I will warn you guys. Obviously, Brad, you know, when I don't have any other co-hosts, the live stream does slow down a little bit because I have to wait for you guys to reply. And the conversation is at that point more focused on you guys in the chat and me up on screen. So it does take a little bit. I'm going to move so that way when I'm reading this, I'm looking at the camera still. So we're going to put you guys right underneath the camera. That way it doesn't look like I'm reading halfway across the... Or at least not where the camera is not. Okay, we're going to stick this over here so that way I can see what's going on. Sorry, rearranging my screen because it is a little different when it's just me up here. Yeah, it does make things a little different. Backyard mechanic, never had to come back. I am a backyard mechanic, never had a comeback. I take great part. Yeah, same here. If I don't trust fixing it, I won't even attempt to start it. Not to mention, I mean, the other thing is what do you expect from a backyard mechanic? Not discrediting backyard mechanics as being one, but you know, when you're asking a buddy to fix your car in their backyard, you really, you know, beggars can't be choosers kind of thing. Can't afford to lose. Some things might take more time, but I take my... Yeah, agreed. I've had several people, when I did the dash video, the one where I restored my dash, I had a couple people say that I should do that for other people. My thing is it's one thing doing something like a big project like that for myself. I'm not an expert, so doing it for somebody else, I have to have the confidence in it to do it, that I'm going to be able to do it successfully, and B, be able to make money off of it. I mean, if I don't think I can do it in a decent amount of time and right the first time, I'm probably not going to take on the work, only because it could end up costing me more money in the long run. And I don't want to fuck up somebody else's shit. I fuck up my own shit, well, it's mine. So what is everybody up to this weekend? Said I got all my airbrush stuff, and been playing around with this model, thinking about other things that I want to get, or other things I want to do. I installed my pool noodle mod, so I have to have the exhaust for the thing go out the window. You can kind of see the green. I used a pool noodle to make a gasket for the bottom of the window, so that way I could stick the air vent out the window without having the window open. I just turned down a 3.0 Forerunner job. It's not worth it because it's too high risk of it coming back for BS. Yep, exactly. So yeah, I used let's say, hold on. I have a small piece of it left. I used a pool noodle, and I have it sandwiched in between the top and bottom of the window, or the windowsill and the bottom of the window, and then I have a little part of it cut out. Like I said, if you can see it back there, I have a little part of it cut out, and I have the vent sticking out through it to keep the outside out and the inside. Well, and yeah, so that way I can run the vent for the booth. I have to do a brake line on my mom's '09 Suzuki Equator when I get home. Well, that's ought to be fun. Is it pre-bent brake line, or are you having to do the bending? Surprised you can't see the smoke floating through here. I have an incense stick burning, and the smoke's going right across the camera, and I don't see it showing up on the camera. Let's see. Grab this piece here. Show off some of the airbrushing, if it'll show, if it's not too bright. It's just too bright. Let me turn down that light. It's just washing out everything. Turn up the brightness on this. Oh, no, that didn't work. Camera control. Bring up the exposure just a little. Don't mind me. Just playing around with. There we go. All right, Brad. See you in a couple minutes. Anyway. Is it still too bright? Really? Still too bright? There, let's try it now. There we go. So that's the airbrushing. So it's so much better than I do have one failure. It was an '06 Mini Cooper Turbo. Didn't start or anything. Got it to run. reprogrammed the key in EWS. Then poof, stopped working. I had it taken to my buddy at the BMW dealer. He was surprised I got it to run. He found out that it was struck by lightning and everything. Yeah. Well, I don't think that's your fault. And that's obviously a computer issue. I wish it would show the detail more. I think if I get any closer, it's just going to wig out. Wow. Yeah, sometimes it's not worth fixing some things. Unless you do it yourself. It's a Ford V8. I don't know which one they used. But I mean, look at you're sure if you can see the detail. If it'll stop being blurry. Where are my... They are. Now if I could get maybe a piece of paper instead of my hand. Here. Is it going to show it there? No, of course not. It's going to show all of the detail, all of the mess on the... But yeah, I love how the airbrush keeps all of the detail. It doesn't wash it out. I mean, compared to... Which I might end up stripping these again and respraying them again. In fact, I think I'm going to. This is done with spray can. And you can just see how washed out the detail is. And I think the airbrush would do so much nicer. And I'm not even really super high detailing. If you look at the side of the block, you'll see that the flat sides are super deep. Big block type manifold, squarish valve covers. Technically still a Y block with those deep sides. FE block, as I remember. Yeah, though it's using headers. These are the headers that go with it. Again, so I don't know if I can turn that down anymore. All right, let's see if that helps. Still trying to focus on my hand. I don't have any like straight white paper, I don't think. Yes, I do. Now I'll hold up the engine again. I have the engine and the valve cover. And the intake here. Let me put this together. I can actually put this and front rotating assembly. Do I need my paper again? Yeah, man. Focus. No, not gonna focus. Focus. No longer wants to focus. No. Let's see if I can get my finger out of the way if it'll focus. Why aren't you focusing? I don't know. It just wants to focus on everything but what it's supposed to be. Is it going to focus now? It does not want to focus with the gray. If I have it over brown, we'll focus over brown. There we go. Wow, it's doing a really crappy job at this. Oh well. Alright. Not like the box says, I don't think. Let's check the box. The boxes used to have so much more information on them. Let's see. Size of the model. I'm also trying to read this upside down. Yeah, no, it has none of the fucking information on what any of it is. Like I said, they used to have so much more freaking information. Like, I remember box art telling you what engine was in it and all this other stuff. And they don't tell you crap now. But, oh well. I went and picked up myself, I have a drawer down here. I have a set of drawers down here now to put stuff away in. Like I said, set up the paint booth. I had to rearrange some things. I think that there is a company called Hobby Zone. And they make little modular little modular hobby storage solutions, and you can build your own like hobby cubby hole surrounding. And I can get one. I can get it so it can go up over top of the paint booth, and it'll hold all my paints and all of that stuff. But that's gonna have to be later. I don't think I'm getting that anytime quite too soon. So, as far as the big cars, the Nova's still waiting to clean out the garage. The TA, now that this stuff is done and out of the way, I can start looking into getting what I need to finish the wiring project. I don't think it's going to cost too much. I think the most expense is going to be is the relay box. The relay box itself is almost like $70, and it doesn't come with any of the stuff that needs to go in it. So none of the terminals, the relays, none of that stuff. I have to still buy all of that stuff. Still deciding whether or not to get the single bus bar for all of the grounds. Mainly because I don't think... Is it all the grounds that I am doing separately, or if it was it all the positives? Might have been all the positives. Yeah, I think it's the positives. I'm going to have a single bus bar for the positives. Now, there were some people that were saying that I'd have to watch out for running all of the positives on a single bus bar, messing with the Holly sniper's computer. Because I don't understand. I don't see there being any more of an issue than connecting all of the connectors. Because, I mean, either way, I'm going to have multiple connections running to the main lead for the battery. So the battery is going straight from... Well, it's going straight from the battery to a distribution block with a big fuse in it. And then from there, it's going... it's splitting from that to the starter and the alternator and to this fuse box. This relay box. So the only thing that's going to be sharing that, well, I mean, it'd be the fans, the sniper, and the fuel pump will all be sharing that lead off of the distribution block. Now, like I said, I could swap it, but at the same time, I'd still end up basically running the same thing on the... either way, I'm going to have a lug, because I can't connect all of this stuff directly up to the battery. I can't. It's just be too much going on right at the battery. I got a fuel easy wiring from headlight to tail light in my grandpa's 56 F100. TBI fuel injection, and he got pissed because it didn't run right and chopped all my new wiring in one swoop. Oh god. It wound up being the wrong plugs from CarQuest. Oh, that sucks. I have $1,000. I have $1,000 alone in the wiring harness of this thing. It wound up... I'm still trying to find an extended cab long bed dually 4-wheel drive frame and running gear for his truck. Yeah, I don't have an easy... I'm thinking you're talking about, is it easy? I know painless. I'm not sure if I've heard of easy wiring. Mine's American Auto Wire, and like I said, it's going to be a mix between American Auto Wire, my own stuff, reproduction of stock wiring, again done by me, and the Holly stuff. Okay, painless. Yeah, I looked into them. I did not like them because none of their harnesses were specific. For the GM stuff, it was all generic. And if you've ever worked on any of these TAs, there's a lot of weird electronic stuff in these. And I didn't feel like trying to figure out all that stuff myself. The American Auto Wire harness had it down to my specific set of years, so the 79 through 81, including taillights, all of that stuff. All of the connectors, all of the sockets, the light sockets, everything is there. My dog is apparently having a dream. He's down here having a something. He's whining and barking in his sleep. If I could find a frame, plan on trying to record swapping everything over to the new frame. Yeah, that'd be pretty. And even if you don't record it for YouTube, record it for yourself. Especially the disassembly of taking your original frame apart. Because yeah, like I said, even if you're not putting it on YouTube, just being able to go back and reference it later. I can't tell you how many times I have taken some of my videos and gone back and watched the footage to see how I took something apart. What bolts I took out of where. Once I refixed everything, all that was needed was the heater, fan wiring, fuse block, and everything was perfect. But he took it to another shop and they chopped out the brand new fuse block. Oh my god. I'd be telling him to stop taking it places. Yeah, so the fuse block the relay block that I'm looking at getting. I need to open up Chrome because that's where I have all that stuff at. Let's see, what is it called? Where is it? The Bussmann RTMR fuse and relay block. That's what I'm going with. It's got a sealed lid. The backside of it is all ready for you to put everything where you want it. It's got a lot of versatility. Plus, the whole backside of it is weather tight using the weather pack connectors and seals. I had it running perfect, and now after he RIP'd, I'm stuck with a really nice looking paperweight sitting in the bar. Go back and fix it. Hey, Harvey. Yeah, go back and fix it. I mean, you've got to know at least close to what's wrong with it and what it needs. It can't need that much. At least I don't think so. Should I turn off the friggin'... Is that light making a big ass difference? Yeah, I guess maybe. Turn the light up in front again. Oh, so I mean, need to order a bunch of wire, bunch of terminals, different sizes, different. Also need to add a bunch of different connectors. I got to order male and female end connectors, plus all the terminals I need for shortening wire or lengthening wire from the sniper harness. That was a pain in the ass trying to find any information on the sniper harness itself and what they use to build it. what wire did they use? Did they use not only what gauge, but knowing the thickness of the insulation, so I knew which wire and what size it was. Finding out what the terminals that they were using, what connectors. Yeah, and it still sucks. Is like I can't shorten, and I need to desperately. I can't shorten their O2 sensor. I don't know why they make it so that way. Like they give you way more length than I need. I'm gonna have to coil it and put it and hang it on top of the transmission because I got nowhere else to go with it. And it's exactly what I didn't want. I mean, I'm gonna be able to shorten or lengthen every other wire in the harness, other than that one. That's gonna be the only one that I won't be able to shorten, and it's so fucking long. I also had to move the motor forward 5 inches because the frame he got was for a Ford, and it has a 350 Chevy in it, and no way to stab a dizzy in it where the firewall is. Oh, you can modify the firewall. I mean, it's up to you. Most connectors for EFI now based on the 98 Chevy plugs. Yeah, they're using WeatherPack and Delphi. Mainly Delphi connectors. But there is some weird ones that they're using. Big fucking hammer. Yeah, nothing like a big sledgehammer. It's either that or just cut out a space and make a make room. Weld a new plate behind it. It all depends on what state the truck is in. Where I don't know what those firewalls look like. It's already been hit. Nothing. A couple more whacks with a hammer won't help then. Oh, I should hold on. I'm gonna throw in let me throw in a ad real quick. Maybe I'm back. The only problem with me throwing ads in is I don't know when they're over. But to be honest, I don't know where Kat's at. Kat has been oddly silent. I'm assuming she's busy. I don't ever say that anybody has to be here. Being on the show is strictly voluntary. I don't pay anybody to be here, so to sit here and demand that they show up is BS. Besides, you don't demand your friends to show up at the freaking garage on the end of the week. I see you went. I see it went then right back to you. Didn't play. Oh well. I don't know. Yeah, my CPM doubled with the ads that I played last week. She doesn't have to pop in at all. I mean, that's strictly up to her. But yeah, my CPM doubled last week by doing the ads, so I should actually set an alarm to go off every, I don't know what's fair. I mean, 20 minutes seemed like it went by a lot, but I don't know if that's necessarily, I mean, your general TV spot is every, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes there's an ad? Alright, I'll do 20 minutes. I mean, this isn't my main source of income when it comes to that anyway. Let's see. Settings. Silence alarm when the sound is off. Sound is off. That is off. Okay. Alright. We shall go every 20 minutes. Oh. I do what's in the cup tonight, but it's just basically me and you guys. So, and you can't see what's in my cup this week because I've got a work cup. Just because it's keeping my beer cold, which means I think I need another one now. So I might have to do an ad and a no. I still got a half a cup. I'm good. Just a cup weighs more than a beer. Brad's got coffee. You know, I had some coffee this winter. Normally I drink coffee like a fiend during the winter, but I just didn't. I don't know why. Freaking getting up way too early, or not getting up early enough in the morning, and not wanting to be up early enough in the morning to get coffee. Hate wiring, but I love wiring. It's a challenge for me. I actually don't mind it. I don't think, Shane, you were around when I was really doing digging in deep into the wiring harness for this car. I mean, I took a brand new $1,000 wiring harness and broke it down. Because, and also the sniper harness. I mean, that's a, it's a Holly sniper. And I literally just, I hacked into it. I mean, I'm like, no, I don't like where it's putting stuff. I don't like this running there, that running there. So I took all of the wrap off of it, pulled out the stuff that I don't want, because it has the fuel pump relay built into the harness, and where that put it right behind my brake booster. If I ran that harness where I wanted to, and it's like, no, I don't want that there. I want to hide as much of this wiring as I possibly can, and me trying to run it to where I can hide it, a lot of it was too short, and it was either too short or too long, and I didn't want a bunch of wiring curled up places, even if it is tucked out of the way. I'm a minimalist when it comes to that kind of stuff, and I only want as much as I need. Yep, basically. Yeah. I don't. Depends on what you say. One wire at a time. Nope. You can stay. Lay down. Go back. Go back and lay down. That's the sniper manual. More sniper shit. That is the twin fan relay. Sniper gas tank. This is just notes off of the stock harness. And how certain components in the stock harness were ran. I think that's the HVAC, because the new harness doesn't come with the HVAC harness. Just tore up my old harness. The new one. Would you mind? Stop. That's loud. This is the book for the new harness. It's kind of great. I mean, it's got some nice, pretty pictures. But the problem I have with this harness is there's no schematic with it. You just get these nice, pretty diagrams of where the wires go. But if you don't need a wire, there's stuff in here that I don't need. Or you want to change something, there's no diagram for the fuse block. So being able to go into the fuse block and figuring out, hey, I don't need this wire, or I want to replace that wire with a different wire to run something else through that same plug since I don't need that anymore. I had to figure all of that out on my own. So I had to disassemble their brand new harness just to figure out where everything went. And I still don't know if any of it's going to work when I'm done. I mean, but that's I guess part of the fun of doing it. This is all Jess's stuff. I don't know why I have it. But I mapped the entire harness, what connectors it was using, what gauge wire. I have a wiring schematic for the stock harness, and where everything went. That is if I were to do a power windows with relays. This was you can't really see it too well, but this is my spreadsheet for every component in the car, what connector it's using, what wire gauges are in it, what terminals it was using, just so I can figure out what terminals I needed to buy, what wires and what lengths I needed to buy, so that way I can order everything and I have it. And I don't have a whole lot of money, so sitting here ordering a bunch of stuff I didn't need doesn't make much sense either. It's always nice when there are errors in factory service manuals. The 90s were particularly bad. It depends. I mean, were you talking about factory service wire, or like the Haynes and Chilton manuals? So they believe the Chilton manuals took things straightly out of the factory service manuals, and then Haynes just copied theirs. Haynes was the worst. I absolutely, like, if I can find a pre-Haynes Chilton manual, I will pick that up over anything made after they bought Chilton. But if I can find an original big book factory service manual, that is the ideal. Yes, I agree. Haynes absolutely ruined Chilton manuals. I like I said, if I can find stuff pre-Haynes, I will. Yeah, but it's got to be specific. It's got to be pre-Haynes. Any Chilton manual made after Haynes bought out Chilton is garbage. Their diagrams are blown out. They just suck. I mean, it's enough to get somebody who doesn't know what they're doing's feet wet. Yeah, they do. They oversimplified stuff. Stuff that you need isn't there. Some of the stuff that is there, the images are absolutely horrible. Like I said, the pictures are blown out. They're not very sharp. Faded sometimes even. Yeah, those are the nice ones. I used to have a old school Chilton for my Nova, pre-Haynes stuff, and I don't think I have it anymore, which is a shame. Now, I have a really, really awesome, I think it's a factory service manual in PDF form for my truck. It has everything. I mean, anything you can imagine, it's got it. It's like, I don't even know. It's a huge file. But I hold on to that because trying to find that stuff. The only problem with it is, yeah, I can print stuff out and take it out to the garage, but sometimes it's nice to just have that book to flip through real quick, instead of trying to find stuff on the computer. But then again, I now have a laptop out in the garage that is a full-time garage laptop, that if I need to look something up or I need to do whatever, I use that. In fact, it's the Alienware that I used to run this podcast off of. It now lives out in the garage until it dies. But the thing is I don't really care if I'm looking for a manual, and at this point, Haynes is the only thing you have outside of finding a factory service manual. You need to do the job. You know, you want to have two different versions of it, great. You know, have a I know what I'm doing in the garage book, and then have your only I can fucking do is do not much more than a freaking oil change version. Um, yeah, that's one of those ones you figure it out as you go. But the problem with no manuals is knowing torque specs, um, different things. If you take something apart and it explodes in your face as you're taking it apart, I don't mean like an explosion, like a fire explosion, but say it's got springs or ball bearings in it, or things need to go in a certain way, and the thing kind of just, as you pull the cover off of it and stuff goes twing, it's nice to know, have a rendered, what they call an exploded view of the part, just so you know where everything goes. Pro demand work, it's not perfect either. I think that's what is that, is that an electronic service manual, I'm guessing? Most of them went electronic. They don't do the books anymore. It's like the manual for cars used to explain how to adjust valves back in the day. Now it tells you to not drink the battery acid with the new generation. It's just plain stupid. Yeah. And Kat, and all of her greatest, it is one of the things that is absolutely frustrating with me, because I know a lot of what I'm doing. I am not saying I am, I'm not a service manual myself. Do I know to go look at one? Yes. But when like Kat came in here with her her fuel, her carburetor issues and her high idle, and you try to tell her to go do something, or go, and she just butts head with you. It's like this, because I've done this. I've had my Nova have issues, and some of the best things I have found, because people tinker with shit, me included. You tinker with something, you get it so far out of whack from where it's supposed to be, that sometimes you just need to factory reset. And with manual stuff, it's not just turning off the computer, disconnecting the battery, and restarting. You gotta go back in there with a feeler gauge and things like that, and literally just set everything back to factory settings and work back from there. Even if it's not going to stay there, get it back there so you can make your adjustments from a known benchmark. Yeah, commercial online. That's what I thought. I got a buddy that I will pick his brain if I can't figure it out. I mean, yep. I mean, be honest. I mean, I've asked you guys, if I don't know something, I don't have a problem asking. Either that, if I can't find somebody that knows the answer, I don't mind, tinkering with it until I find it. You're not taking stuff apart down here, are you? No. Okay, you're good. Doggo is insisting at laying at my feet tonight. Normally he hangs out in the living room, but tonight he's out here. What time is it? We only into this an hour. 21:56. That's, yeah, only an hour. But yeah, like I said, sometimes you just need a service manual just to know how to tune and dial the car back into where it needs to be, so you can start fresh. Then again, guess with a lot of the computer stuff today, you don't need any of that. But setting valve lash, setting your advanced, your vacuum advance and your distributor, setting the distributor, the back when you had points and then needing to do all of that stuff used to all be in the manual. Worked on a 2015 Kia last week. Pro Demand didn't even offer a hint of a manual transmission. This car had a seized one. I didn't even think that they had manual transmissions in 2015. Because I don't even think my Kias came in a manual transmission. Now you're gonna make me go look. Yeah, I guess so. I'm looking at one. Oh, is that my car? No, I guess not. Where did it go? It looked like the damage to my car. No, that one's not it. Passenger side front impact, though. Changed one, front wheel drive Sorento with 6-speed and 2.4. Oh. I take it everybody's in here has hit the like button. Do you guys share it out to your friends, man? If we get some more people in here, get some good conversation going. What is the manual cost to get? Subscription services for repair shops. Yeah, I do believe, like, let's see if we can get one. Oh, it's made by Mitchell. Okay. We used All Data, but Mitchell's another one. No. Why not? Oh, you got to go through a rep? Can't even just tell me what it's going to cost. I get a free demo. Let's see. Pro demand. Cost. Yeah. All Data was who we used to use. How much is a subscription? Oof. The software is lease. Your credit card will be charged $164 for the first month of your lease and $164 monthly. So that's $164 a month. That's fucking ridiculous. Oh, wow. Ugh. That is a bright ass freaking... Let's close that. $164 a month, according to the interwebs. Yeah, All Data. I know how to use All Data, or at least I know how to use the older stuff. Early 2000s All Data. I haven't seen it in years, but I've heard of Mitchell. Personally, I mean, it just sucks because trying to find PDF files of newer car stuff is damn near impossible. Plus, trying to search for anything on the internet for how to fix newer vehicles is just a pain in the ass. I mean, if you can't find it in a Reddit file, a Reddit forum or whatever, you're kind of screwed. Try having a current scanner from Snap-on, or I don't even know. I have a simple, basic code reader. That's it. What, like $30 to $60? Plug it into the OBD2, and it just shows you what the codes are. Let you clear them. That's about all it does. I just think that the price of all this stuff is absolutely ridiculous. All right, we'll be right back with a commercial break. All right, welcome back. Commercial break over. I think the next commercial break, I'm gonna have to go grab a beer because I think I'm just about out. Yeah, and the fact that I don't make money fixing vehicles doesn't make much sense for me to have one. Sure, it'd be nice. I think, doesn't Harbor Freight sell one? I think they do. I don't know how much theirs are. Yes, they do. Made by Zurich. $269. So yeah, they have them. I don't know what their most expensive one is. Automotive scanners. So they have the ZR Pro and the software subscription. So their ZR Pro professional automotive scanner costs $800, and their 12-month subscription for it is another $500. So yeah, there you go. And I guess unless you're making money off of it, still not worth it. Brother's got a toolbox and tools invested, 25 to 30K. My stepfather had you guys beat. I mean, he had well over 100 and almost 140,000 invested in his freaking box. Between the box and the tools in it, well over. I mean, his box alone, I think, was like 20 to 30 grand. Even Snap-on doesn't have everything we need to diagnose and reset on some vehicles we work on. Manufacturers work hard to keep us out of it. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. Just watching. I was watching Amelia Earhart, or whatever her name is, YouTuber. She got the new Ferrari, and she was trying to put an aftermarket exhaust on it, and the only thing she replaced was, she replaced the downpipe from the turbos. She kept the stock cats, and she just replaced. So basically, just piping. I think she removed the baffles. That was it, and it set off all kinds of codes inside of the computer, and it won't go into gear, and it won't rev past, I think, like $2,000. She just put that out earlier, and I thought it's just ridiculous. It's like, why go through all of these lengths to keep people from modifying vehicles or working on them? It's just stupid. Ferraris are expensive enough, and then to not be able to work on them on top of that, it's just, why? I wouldn't even bother having one at this point. I mean, really lost interest in new cars a lot because of that stupid stuff. They're trying to kill off backyard mechanics, and it's not working because we just find ways to fix the problem without tools. Yep. I can't tell you how many things I have fixed and I don't have the right tools. You just figure it out. You got to do what you got to do. I don't have the money to take it somewhere to get it worked on, so I have to work on it myself. The thing is that's stupid. No dealership can handle the workload if everybody had to go back to the dealer. To think that any dealer could literally handle the work. They can't handle the workload now, and most people don't go back to the dealer. Well, Brad, are you sure you don't have YouTube Red? Or you're not running an ad blocker? It also depends on what service you're watching it on. Yeah. Also, Brad, make sure that you're watching this live. I mean, currently for me, it's 7 after 10. Make sure you're not like behind. That might be also it. Um, I don't know. I mean, maybe it doesn't put it in until you rewatch it. All right. Don't know. Um, just be thankful you don't have to watch the ad then. Nothing I can do to change anything else. Flying pig. Oh. Something else interesting. Anybody see any of the clips from NASCAR this weekend? Um, Besides the Hendrick bullshit from last week. I don't watch the races anymore. I just between not having cable and other things, all right, see you later, Harvey. Um, Between not having cable, so not being able to watch the races, because they're a pain in the ass to try to find online. Um, and just not having the interest that I used to. I still keep tabs on some of the newsworthy events that happen. Geez, just everybody going. All right, have fun with your laundry. Most hotels do carry laundry stuff for guests. You should just take us with you. Um, but yeah, the NASCAR stuff. Um, the one guy, I guess, got a penalty because some repair materials from his wrecked car flew off of his car, landed on the track. So they cited him for causing a caution because materials off of his vehicle uh, were found on the track. So he just parked his car at the start finish line and walked back to the pits. I absolutely fucking love it. But NASCAR's going to end up doing themselves in. They're getting so nitpicky and so stupid over little things that it's just going to cause the teams to leave. They're going to find other supports. They're gonna go find other series. I mean, yes, NASCAR is one of the biggest, but I mean, you might just find some of these teams going back into ARCA and shit like that. Is ARCA even still a thing? I think it is. ARCA, I think, is still NASCAR though. I don't even know if I still have anybody here. I don't know if chocolate and beer was a good idea. All right. Well, I'm gonna choose this time to go grab another beer. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So a good time to grab another beer while there is a lull in the chat and up here. So, anybody have any exciting car news or anything that would be fun to talk about on here? And if anybody is wondering, tonight's beer is Scheinerbach. Yeah, chat is really, really important when I'm the only one up here. I'm not very good at talking to myself. Just never been good at it. I know some people are pretty good at holding a conversation when there's nobody else to talk back to. I'm not one of them. So, good conversation in the chat will keep this podcast going tonight, and I much appreciate anybody that's in here. Ow! Damn it, dog! Gotta step on my toes. Thanks. What? What? It's not for you. It's chocolate. You're not allowed to have chocolate. So other than the NASCAR stuff, I think we got Cletus and them are at Texas 2K, I think, which will be fun to see. I'm waiting for them to pop out another video for that. I know that they just got Mullet back together with Steve Morris's SMX in it. I cannot wait to see what that thing looks like unleashed. As far as much of anything else, Vice Grip Garage is working on the blue Chevelle. I forget what he's calling that. Is it Liberty? I think that's the name that he's going with. I'm not positive. But he's got that blue Chevelle to replace the Stars and Stripes one that he had before. I did see that he's making a burnout truck out of a Craftsman Truck Series truck, or whatever they're calling it now. Retired stock car truck. Curious to see how that works out. Again, like I said, I know he's got to replace the Chevelle, and he doesn't want to use the blue one as a burnout car, so I'm guessing the blue one is going to be drag and drive type events. And then I'm guessing that the stock car truck was going to be his burnout vehicle. Let's see, anybody else doing anything interesting on the interwebs that I follow? I haven't seen much from Mr. Fireman 164. Let's see if I can see anything from him. Hey, look. It has me live. That's nice. Oh, the guy that Josh Williams is the guy who walked off of the guy that walked out of his car. Let's see. Mr. Does he have anything new out? TIG welding and not in the last 2 weeks. The inner door braces, TIG welding, galvanized steel. Okay, yeah, no, he doesn't have anything new. So I'll have to wait and see what he's got going on. Go back and check him. If you haven't followed Mr. Fireman 164, awesome YouTube channel. Not like super exciting as far as like all kinds of crazy content. Just if you're into restoring classic cars and doing things right and taking attention to detail, he's got some awesome content. Oh, yeah, Brad. I was telling him we gotta step up the conversation game because I'm not very good at talking to myself. Did I mention I got my hair done? By the way. Oh. Anyway, what are the points up to? By the way, who's got what? Brad's in the lead, followed by Harvey, Kat, and Jesse. But also, who is next on the list for picking up last year's um stream top stream stuff? Anybody remember? It's under. Screenshots. Not screenshots. Where did Messenger go? You got Jesse. Did Kat? Is it your dad's next or Kat? Kat never got back to me, so I'm gonna skip over her. Go to the next one because I'd like the rest of you guys to get your stuff because honestly, I'd like to see people out there with my merch. Because I haven't seen much of it out in the wild and it'd be freaking really awesome. So I'm not quite sure who's next. I mean, I gave Kat, I think, like 2-3 weeks to pick something up. And I don't have the time. I mean, shouldn't say I don't have the time. I want people to get where they're going. Cat, then dad. Okay, so then I'll have to get in touch with your dad to pick up something. I'm going through the Facebook files to find the picture. The Facebook Messenger. It's just getting further and further back. I should just download it so I have it. Here it is. It was Jesse, Kat, Chris, Brad, and Big E. There you go. I have it saved now. So I have to get in touch with your dad, have him pick something out, so I can reimburse him and do that. So let me send that information to your dad now. I just can't do it with everybody because I also have to reimburse you out of my pocket, and I don't have a crap ton of money. Oh, no time for another ad already. Dog's freaking snoring. Pop in an ad real quick. It's a shame I can't screen share the storefront anymore. At least not that I know of. Did I send that to him? Okay. Okay, so I don't know if your dad's going to catch that right away. If he picks something up this week, then question for the chat: are the ads playing for you guys? I don't know if anybody else is here. There's only 2 people watching right now, so it might only be you and me, and maybe Harvey. I don't have anybody that send out a massive chat to let people know that we're live. I posted it on my page, but that doesn't mean that people saw it, because YouTube likes to freaking censor my bullshit because they want me to pay to advertise my own posts, which I think is bullshit. And I don't want to do it. Just throwing it out. I sent stuff out to people, but no biters. Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to watch. No offense. I don't think that. I keep coming back here, but it's mainly because I like hanging out with you guys. If I don't get big, I don't get big. It's not a big deal. All right, Harvey. Thank you. It might just be whatever server you're on. Brad won't show them. I don't know. But yeah, I had one like 2 minutes ago. If you saw it, great. If you didn't, well, that's YouTube for you. What else? But yeah, I sent that information out to Brad, to Chris, Brad. If he picks up something this week, I will hit you up next week to pick up something. Yeah, we're all old people. I only stay up late on weekends because I have ADHD. You have any a shirt in mind, Brad? I know Kat wasn't interested in any of the designs. I mean, she flat out told me she didn't like any of them, so I don't know. I can't please everyone. I don't know what designs people would like to see. So I mean, maybe that's my problem. There's just nothing of interest up there. I mean, there's shirts that I like. I have another one I want to get doing. I want to do the Don't Worry, I'm a Mechanic shirt. Hey, Jesse. Speaking of somebody that's picked up a shirt, like the Mind Blown and a couple more. Gonna go look into that. I still have that. I gotta send that to you. Don't worry, I'm not a mechanic. No, but it's based off of a coffee cup that I saw that my stepfather had when I was younger. It says, "Don't worry, I'm a mechanic," and it had a picture of a guy leaning inside the hood of a car, just throwing parts out of the car. That image has stuck with me for a long time, and I'd love to recreate it. Yeah, I still want to do it. By the way, Brad, I still have them. I still need to send you one. I think it was you that wanted the one and asked for it first. I just got to find the time to mail it, to get it to you, or to meet you up somewhere and get it. It's not going anywhere. It's his. We just got to find a way to get it to him. His dad's got a copy. No, you can't have pistachios either. My dog's giving me looks because I'm not eating pistachios. He's just waiting for me to drop one of these shells. Yeah, it's online. She was supposed to do a whole series. I don't know if she ever did. I'll go quick peek. What's her author's name? A.J. Ryan, that's right. A.J. Ryan books. Yep, she's only got the one book. It is $9.99 on Kindle and $21.41 in paperback. I'll post the link in the chat here. There's your link. If you buy it, just let her know that we sent you there. In the reviews. Busy doing wiring today. We were just talking about wiring earlier. Oh, I gotta turn off this freaking... All this light is from one window being open that has a white background. Remote opening hatch. Oh, cool. I just wish relays weren't so bulky. I know they got the micro ones, which I think is the ones that I'm going to be using for the Busman fuse panel, but still. A Call from Ohio. Isn't that a song? What the fuck is the name of that song? Nope, you can't have it. Nope, I'm fighting the dog for the freaking pistachio shell. Didn't use their plug that goes to the relay. Yeah. I find a lot of those companies use those big full-size relays, which are just ridiculously huge. I don't understand why they don't freaking incorporate micro relays anymore. Is it just a cost or what? Like, use a micro relay. I mean, this is like 2023. Why are we still using these big ass freaking relays? Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Why use these? I mean, funny thing is I just saw. So if you follow Cletus McFarland, they have that Mystery Machine bus, and they just got done fixing that thing, and I noticed that they have a whole bank of those big ass relays stuck to the inside of the, I guess you would call it a firewall, but it's the wall that is right behind the driver. And I just found it absolutely, like, why? I mean, is it just because they're hard to find holders for, or what? That Busman one that I'm using for the TA uses the micro relays. Oh, cool. Are you posting any of this stuff anywhere, Jesse? I mean, even if it's just Instagram or something, it'd be cool to follow the progress on all the cool stuff that you're doing. I don't know why not. Even if it's Instagram, just post pictures. That'd be cool to watch. The ones that I'm using can go up above 10. Pretty sure. See if I can find them. I had all of that stuff sitting here. Let's open that one. Wires, connectors. Where's the relays themselves? Excuse me, I'm just trying to find. All right, so data sheet on these say they could handle 35 amps. 12 volts, 35 amps. Lucky every other key she needs is with the car key, so luckily she doesn't lose it. Yeah. What ended my exes in my part of what ended my exes in my relationship. It was the final straw. Was she took the key to the Cavalier off my key ring, and it was the only one that had. It was the only key we had for the car, and all my stuff was in the car. She had no license. It wasn't insured by her. The only thing that car was in her name. So I dropped the insurance of it. Told her that she can get her own insurance for it. And that was about it. Oh, $90 for a key? Ouch. Yeah, there was a lot of things. That was just the final one. I was already looking for an escape route. She just pushed my hand. Brad didn't know me then, I don't think. Your dad did, though. But how long will they work for? It's about contact patch inside the relay. When they're only a couple bucks, I'll replace them. The ones that were... Did I get rid of the page? The ones that I was looking at using are the song... here, I'll just post a link. These are the ones that I was looking at using. They're fucking long. It's not going to let me post it because it's a long link. Damn it. Do they have a short link? Share. Copy link. Well, let me post that link. Yes. There you go. Oh, congrats, Brad. I have been with Jess for 8 years now. And I'm not looking for anyone else. I mean, honestly though, I may or may not get in trouble for this off of YouTube, but tell me what girl has this on her side of the computer room. I mean, that's her side of the computer room, and you know, there's also that's her carpet. But yeah, no, I have a cool ass girlfriend, so I don't know what dropped. Hopefully nothing important. Yeah, my side is PG. You're right. I have. How much room is this going to give me? Oh, I got plenty of room. It's just all underneath the desk. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, my side, I have, you know, it's mainly let's not get that out of the way. It's mainly car stuff. That's actually a laser cut metal sign. I have Jean Grey. I have hobby stuff. Yeah, my side is pretty PG. Mainly because I know that I need to keep it somewhat decent for YouTube. That's pretty cool too. That's like a schematic version of my car, like a Da Vinci. But even my computer set up. What are you doing down here? Stop. Doggo. Can't even see him. It's so fucking dark. Yeah, come on. Stupid. Oh, time for an ad. Where are we going? Close that. Insert ad. Last few girlfriends I had wanted me to sell my cars and be a dad to their already kid. Yeah, no. She knows I'm not selling my shit. The F100, believe it or not, I have a Camaro from the Summit Racing catalog on the wall and an F100 metal sign. I have other signs. I have this one. This was going out in the garage, though. And then I have a few more. I just haven't put anything up. This one. The plastic on them is not going to help do me any favors here. I'll have this one. This one. Let me see if I can get the light off of it. Got this one. And this one. God, dog, you farted. So I do have some cool stuff. I mean, you've seen some of the scale stuff I have. It's just, yeah. Brad's got an ad playing. Haha. I had some people asking me how loud the air compressor was. I'll have to kick it on here. Let me know if you guys can hear it during the live streams. You're gonna hear the air escape out of it. Or do you know what? I'll just use the airbrush. So airbrush. Grab the line. So you're gonna be able to. So tell me that. I'll let you know when it kicks on. It's gonna be a hot minute. It takes like 2 minutes for it to kick. I was using it earlier, so actually no, that's not gonna take very long to kick on. There it goes. It just kicked off. I don't know how loud that is. But yeah, I mean it's so quiet. I mean the fan for the booth is louder. But yeah, this is a nice little sprayer. Let's see if I can grab the box. This is the brand. And there's the part number. If you can read it. It's GHAC 98D. It was like $100 and some bucks. I got it on sale. But yeah, it's the cool thing about it is the inside the cap is even highly polished, so it's easy to get the paint out of it. Um, yeah, I mean, I could easily talk over it. I didn't have a freaking issue. Though, like I said, the fan on this is louder than the compressor. I mean, and even that's not super loud. I just know I can hear that in the other room, and you can barely hear the compressor in the other room. Am I live as far as chat? Yeah, I guess so. I need to get a paint gun and stuff for when I paint my truck, doing with sapphire blue, gunmetal gray stripe down the center. Yeah, I need a completely different setup when it comes to spraying the cars. Obviously, compressor, a much bigger compressor than the little tiny one that I have here, which I think I showed. I think I showed that before. But yeah, that compressor is literally right there. It's the little Harbor Freight Fortress. Is turning this light on going to make that easier to see? No, not really. Which, like I said, is literally like, you guys are here. There's the mic. And the compressor's right there. I don't at the moment. That's the biggest compressor I own at the moment. That needs to go back in here. 45 gallon. We're going to set up in garage. I don't know if 45 gallons going to be big enough there, Brad. I think most people spray cars off of a 60 to 80. Dad's compressor used it to build his shop in 1977. Quiet, it is not. I bet not. Jesse, I would use not only a water separator. I have two. I have one you can't see. I have one right here. That you can see the regulator part of it right here. It's attached on the backside of this right here on the backside of this leg for the table chair. I mean for the table leg. And then I also have and that's just for this little gun. I also have a second water separator right here, right before the airbrush. My brother pulled it off before with a smaller one. Brother has an 80-gallon compressor. I can steal two. Yeah, I would think. Now, like I said, Jesse, it also depends on what you're using, though. A lot of today's guns are the low volume, high pressure ones versus the old school guns. Or is it high volume, low pressure? HV. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm sorry. Today's modern ones are high volume, low pressure. You could probably get away with one of those. There is do I have I'm gonna post a link to this guy's he did one a while back on his setup. And it's cool. He runs his compressor through a bucket of water and then 2 air filter traps. Let's see if I can find that video. Which will probably be how I set mine up out in the garage. He never gets any water to his last filter. And then he also runs a filter at the gun too. I forgot about that. Does he have a picture of his setup? Yes, he does. I think this is it. I think this one is it. I don't quote me on it. It won't let me see it. It might be it. It might not be. I'm still looking. I've been following this guy for so long. That knowing exactly what he is. Oh, here it is. This one's it. It's this one. It's the second one. There's his air dryer setup. Jesus Christ, I can't believe that was 7 years ago already. But yeah, this is a guy that I keep telling you that if you get a chance to go watch his channel, do so. I don't know either. Yeah, he removes the water by cooling the air, and then he also runs it through a few other filters. That he has a bank of filters after that. He like he said, he has his last filter before the line goes out into the shop. Is a toilet paper filter. He has never ever had to change the toilet paper filter. He has never gotten water that far up the line that he's ever had to change the toilet paper filter. I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching his channel at least for the last 8-9 years. And he is still running the same paper filter he did when I started watching his channel. So, yeah, his dryer system works that well. He's never gotten air that far up the line. Like I said, I know he's got the tank drain, which I have one of those too here. He's got the tank drain. He's got his water separation bucket trick. I know he's got a regular I think he's got a regular bowl style water trap, and then he's got the toilet paper filter, and he's never gotten air that far. So he's also got another filter, air water filter at his gun right before the quick disconnect. So yeah, he's really big on making sure that he does not get air out to his paint gun. So, I mean, it's pretty foolproof at that point. I mean, when you've never had to change out stuff, that kind of shows what it is. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much foolproof. He's got redundancies, and that's kind of the way he does all of his stuff. Um, like I said, if you check out his channel, it's kind of how he builds his cars. He has so many redundancies. Um, yeah. Yeah. Like Jesse, give his channel a shot. Let him know I sent you there. Um, I don't think you'll be disappointed. He's got a lot of great information, and it's just like I said, it's not his channel isn't the most exciting as far as events and things going on, but it's a lot of really good information. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe we can go over some of the channels that I watch. I don't know what else to do. I'm running out of things to talk about. Geez, I follow 400 over 440 channels. I'll just go over the ones that I really watch a lot. That are at least car related. Unless you care to hear the non-car related ones. I also I follow video game channels, any kind of scale hobby channels, car stuff, and computer stuff. I think is the basic stuff that I follow. So your guys' choice. You want to peek into what the stuff I watch? Here you go. Here's another one that I like. This is not a car channel or anything. This is actually machining. It's called Inheritance Machining. Copy link. This one is called Inheritance Machining. That one's really cool. His grandfather or father, where he got his machines from, used to work for Ford as an engineer, and these were the machines that he had, and this guy acquired him through the guy passing away, and the dude's freaking really good, and it's fun to watch him. So yeah, Inheritance Machining, one of the channels I watch. I have Fail Race. I watch a bunch of other different stuff for some of the other video games that I like to play. As far as video game stuff, I watch stuff with 7 Days to Die, which is a game me and Jess play together. Basically, zombie apocalypse, horde base. What do they call it? Tower defense game. Basically, you build your own stuff. You got to go loot and kill zombies, and every 7 days they send a crap ton of zombies at you all night. I need to start buying body metal to do body work on my truck, on the truck and pro. Just go find yourself some junk cars. There's plenty of freaking metal. Let's see. I'm just gonna go down my list. Let's see. Mr. Miola, he's a gaming channel that plays Ark, which is a dinosaur survival game. I've watched Fail Race. Barbados Rex, he's a scale modeling channel. That's where I found this airbrush behind me. I can't reach it. Fuck that. This one. It's where I found the airbrush. Was watching his channel. So Barbados Rex, good for if you like scale. Jesse, good channel for you to watch. Barbados Rex. If you're into, if you're into painting models and stuff like that. Oh, hold on. Add. Ad incoming. All right, back from our commercial break. Maybe. Yeah, I'd like a nice old mill and lathe someday too. Um, Getting a nice shop set up to be able to do that. I think I'd end up having to have another shop somewhere. I don't know if I'd be able to have those where I'm at currently. Back to what I was doing. I watch Cletus, Vice Grip Garage, Bowtime Gaming. I watch him. He does a lot of War Thunder stuff. Another video game that I watch. Follow Aborn79, trying to make it a side offering. What's Aborn79? Trying to make it a side offering for our shop. What's that mean? Explain. If you don't mind, explain, Harvey. I'll go look him up real quick. Adam, welcome to Machine Shop. Okay. I think I've seen this guy. I have. I have seen some of this guy's stuff. Not a lot of it, mind you, but I have seen some of it. I am giving him a subscribe. It looks like he's got some cool stuff. Yeah, he definitely has some big stuff from what I've seen. Yeah, my thing is getting power out to the garage to run those. That's and not only that, but space. I know that me and Jess were looking into buying the property next to ours, and if I did that, I'd have at least another bay of garage space, if not more. I might be able to expand my garage out that way. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I want I probably at least a 6 or 7 foot lathe. I don't think that I would be able to do some of the stuff that I want to do if it wasn't at least a 6 or 7 foot lathe. I don't need anything as big as this Adam guy has. But yeah. Jamsey does engine machining, everything from Model A to current. I don't know if you have Harvey. If you can find, if you are on my Facebook or Instagram, send me a link to that channel. I might check it out. I just find machining oddly satisfying. So Bowtime Gaming does War Thunder stuff. What do you need to hone an engine block? No, not really. Um, I mean, you could do it, but not really. Engine honing, as far as being true, it's kind of needs a bigger piece of machinery than most mills can do. I mean, technically, it is still a mill, but your Bridgeport, unless it's a smaller engine, I don't think a Bridgeport is going to be able to do what it needed to do. But not to mention a honing machine. It matches the up and down movement with the spinning. So like, yeah, the problem is not necessarily will it fit. The way that they machine hone an engine is matching the up and down stroke along with the RPMs that the head is moving. That's how they get that crosshatch is by matching the up and down along with the along with the RPM of the cutting head. Well, I mean, the thing is the cleanup hone isn't a real it'll get you by, but clean honing, you're not going to get a nice crosshatch out of it. You're not going to get a consistent crosshatch. Yes, it is a wet process. I mean, yes, I've used both a ball hone and a stone hone on an engine. The problem is it's not very, it's not a very consistent or precise way of doing it. Full gasket set for the truck engine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but again, like I said, you still have to get really good at being able to move that. You've got to do the cross hatching when it comes to stone honing. You don't just send it in there and hit the drill. You've got to know, you got to pump it in and out and get the right rhythm going for the speed that you're spinning the drill at. See, the trans is something I wouldn't be afraid of doing at home, especially not a Chevy one. But yeah, like I said, the thing with a ball hone is a ball hone or a stone hone. If your bore is out of round or it's bowed out in the center, you're not going to know that or be able to fix that with a hand hone. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated with a machine hone. Let's see. Next one I watch that I like a lot is called International Scale Modeler. In fact, that's where I get a lot of my. Do I have tickets for that here? Thought I did. Guess I don't. I think I put it on here, but his company is this one. Maybe. Why won't you focus? It's a word. How can you not focus on the word? Ultimate Scale Modeling Products. That's his company. He's based out of UK. Yeah, I mean, that's stuff that I used to be into, Harvey. Obviously, I don't have access to the right machines anymore. Sure, I can build an engine at home, but there's a lot of stuff that I can't do because I just don't have the equipment. I know how to do 3-angle valve jobs. I know how to line hone, cam bores, and crank journals. I know how to balance connecting rods. I know how to do all that stuff. Just don't have the equipment. I mean, an engine machine shop, that's what I went to school for. But obviously don't have that. Decking heads, all that shit. So, and pretty soon it's not going to matter because nobody's going to be doing it. Because, electric engines. It's part of why I'm so bitter about electric engines. Literally killing off my expertise in my hobby. Yes, you do. It's a lot of money. Oh, send it to me later, Harvey. I don't need it right this second. I don't even know if I have a local machine shop here. I'd have to really go digging. Those are the best ones, Jesse. Hi. What's up? We have a resident troll in the building. You grumpy? Why are you grumpy? Just in that kind of headspace? Oh, wow. I got a grumpy resident troll. I don't know. If it doesn't, well, then I guess I don't get to check it out. We showed off your side of the room. We showed off your side of the room.
It's messy.
No messier than mine. More of showing off your wall. We were talking about girlfriends, and I said, yeah, I got a cool one. I mean, what kind of girlfriend has this stuff on her side of the freaking office? Bradley says you're grumpy gills.
No, I'm salty.
Oh, you're salty? Why are you salty? You just generally salty? I've got a freaking bearskin rug at my feet. By bear, I mean a pibble boxer. He has not left.
I can't find my allergy medicine.
You have it upstairs.
I know.
Did you drop it on the floor?
I think it fell. I got lost this morning.
Oh, while we were... Okay. You want me to come up and look for it in a little bit?
When you're done.
Okay.
Honestly.
I don't think I'm going to be on here too much longer. I mean, we've got no co-hosts, and we're just chit-chatting about people you're subscribed to right now. We've all looked for a local machine shop to get some heads done. 2 months wait, nothing at all. Oh, that sucks.
Usually guys don't go to machine shop to get head done.
Wrong kind of heads there, baby girl. We're talking about cylinder heads. Don't get over there have the giggle fits over that. She's over there having full ass giggle fits because she was playing innuendos. I'm not within the first 5 minutes of the live stream. I'm not going to get too busted. Ooh. Got a decent chunk of NOVAtazz points there, Harvey. Wait, who's saying hi? Oh, are you saying hi to Jess? Yeah, and then he was saying hi to you. Brad.
Oh, a chimkin nugget.
Chimkin nugget, right? Not a spicy chimkin nugget, just a chimkin nugget.
Oh, he's just a chimkin nugget.
Put some other engines on hold. My machine shop was a month or two out, but he got mine done. Put some that shows some dedication on that machine shop. Harvey says good vibes to you.
Me?
Yep, to you. Good vibes to Jess.
Why good vibes?
No, good vibes.
Oh, good vibes.
Yes, good vibes. They're not stupid. They know who runs this channel as far as keeping me afloat. Well, he didn't expect them to pay right when he was done. Yeah, you want the money coming in. Somebody's going to freaking pay you cash. Well, then you're going to go for that job. Especially if you've already got the money. I told him I had the money, and as soon as it was done, I would come get it. Yep. That's the kind of person he's going to want. No, you cannot have the freaking pistachio shell. It's the second one I dropped. I mean, somebody's going to freaking pay me in cash and pay me up front. I'm going to go do that job. I put 20 in my pocket. Oh, so you've also got a reputation with them. Did I not reset my alarm? Oh, no, it's got like 4 minutes left. I think I might get off of here. Would you guys be interested if I came back live over at the spray booth a little bit later? Does good work, including everything you need to get it together. Well, I mean, technically, this only needs to be an hour. Anything past an hour is just me staying because I'm enjoying the live stream. Remember the days you could buy a reman engine from Sears? No, I never knew that. You're not on there chewing on a shell, are you? Oh, I know you're... Why? You better not be chewing on a shell. I mean, I'm over here with my fingers in a dog's mouth, by the way. Give me your tongue. Yeah. There. I don't feel anything, except for now my fingers are all gross. I might be on later, but I was going to go watch a movie with some Discord friends in an hour. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it. You guys were fucking great today. Thank you for hanging out. I mean, it is what it is. Nice win. All right. I'm going to catch you guys next week. Thank you guys all for joining.